Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Tuesday, January 29th, 2013. Thank you all for tuning in today. Let's jump right into the charts. We'll start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. What you're going to see here is that the futures are trading lower by about 4.25 points. They are off the morning lows, though. They did trade down to the 491 level around 6 a.m. They have inflated a little bit. Obviously, they'll inflate once the dollar pulls back, and that certainly is the case this morning. You can take a look at the U.S. dollar index. You can see how it has been steadily declining. The dollar is down about 3.5 cents at the moment. So U.S. dollar index futures trade lower. Markets usually trade higher. Today the markets are under a little bit of pressure ahead of the opening bell. So we'll see if the market goes into its usual float mode right around the lunchtime hour. We don't know if that's going to happen, but this is a long-in-the-tooth rally already, so a little pullback cannot be ruled out. But nonetheless, the market continues to hold up each and every day. The volume trends are some of the lightest I've ever seen in the past 10 years, and that makes for a dull market. And sure enough, dull markets, light volume markets, they trade higher. So we'll see if that is the case today. But right now, futures are a little bit lower. A couple of other things out there to note. First off, you do have this morning, you have gold trading higher by about $9. So gold is catching a little bit of a bid. Gold has been in the toilet bowl lately, getting flushed. But today it is trading at $1,664 an ounce. Take a look at the GLD, which is a good proxy for gold this morning. You'll see that the GLD catching a little bit of a bid up above the 161 level. Just fractionally above there, but nonetheless it is above that level at the moment. So gold is catching a little bit of a bid. Especially on the weaker dollar. Let's take a look at oil this morning. Oil doing the same thing. Light sweet crude, which is what we use here in the United States, that is higher by 23 cents to $96.67 a barrel. If you take a look at the USO, which is a good proxy for light sweet crude, you'll see that, well, we'll see it in a second, but light sweet crude, or the USO, is trading up around the 34.92 level at the moment. So again, pretty much where it finished yesterday. No big movement in the USO, at least not yet. But light sweet crude is moving higher. If the dollar does sell off, traders should expect higher prices in oil. Also, gasoline, something I've been talking about recently. You'll see that gasoline has now moved right back up to its September highs. Let's just go to a daily chart. We'll zoom in a little bit. And you can see it's right back up there this morning. If you take a look at the UGA, it's really not that active, but trading down a little bit to 61.50. We'll see if that does attack that 62 level or even higher today if the dollar is weaker. So a couple of things that we got to watch out for there. Across the pond in Europe today, you do have weaker European markets. Spain looks like it's down about 0.5%. Italy is down about 0.5%. You have the German DAX really basically flat, down 0.1%. The CAC 40 also down 0.1%, and the FTSE 100, which has been resilient. A lot of money printing going on there. That is up about a little over 0.1%. So again, that's what we're looking at across the pond. In Asia last night, I didn't see much. I do know that I believe India did cut interest rates though, and that market was down about 0.5% last night. But I believe that India did cut interest rates last night, if I'm not mistaken, just by 0.25 point, down to 7.75% from 8%. So not seeing any real action in there, so I wouldn't follow the Indian ADRs too closely today. I don't think you're going to see too much out of them. Let's take a look at some gap stocks today. I'm going to start off with VMware. This is the big one. VMware is getting hammered. This is a leading cloud computing play. So this tells us that all the cloud stocks will be weak today. Okay, this is a leader. The stock is getting roasted, toasted. I don't really know any other way to put it, but it's selling off in a big, big way today. I had to go way back in time. Now, the $80 level looks like there is a little bit of support there, but we are trading below that now. So I think the level you got to watch for will be, this is a strong gap, by the way, as well, but it is now getting very extended. So you got to watch for $75.50. It might be $75.60. It's very hard to pinpoint this stock because this one it has a little spread in there and it trades pretty erratic. And then it's going to be $68.31. So $75.60 and then $68.31. Those are your potential bounce levels. It's a little bit of an aggressive trade, but I think those are your best bets on scalp longs. Okay, let's take a look at Seagate Technologies. This one is getting hammered. This is a disk drive maker. Again, I don't know what it was, the earnings or whatever it was, but again, the earnings are just baked into the cake already. The stock has had a very, very robust move. It's only trading down to 35.27. Yesterday it closed around 37.41, so not that bad of a move lower. But the best play I see here for this one, well, I should give you the levels as they appear. $32.99, so say $33, $31.46. $29.90, and then really it's going to be down around $29.10, and then I do think you're going to have more support at $28.20. So all those levels could give you quick short-term bounces. Now remember, intraday, if you ever consolidate above a level and you don't tag that level can get broken. So please understand that. You must learn the technicals. Okay, let's take a look at Yahoo. Yahoo came out with earnings yesterday as well. Stock closed at $20.47. It's trading at $20.93. There's nothing I would do at Yahoo. I would not be a buyer here. If you want to scalp short this thing, it would probably be around the 21 and a quarter, 21.40 level, somewhere up there. But other than that, I don't think it's a play at all. I would leave it alone. And if it does sell off sharply, $18.85 would be a bounce area. Let's take a look at BMC. This one had, I believe it was earnings as well. This stock may have topped out yesterday either way. So pretty good little move on BMC. Down today. The stock closed yesterday at $44.48. Today it's trading at $41.30. The levels I'm looking at, best bet, is going to be around $40.34. And then $38.70. So those are the two levels I think traders can get interested in this one. Also, watch all the cloud computing plays. Not that this is a cloud play, but just due to the VMware drop, you're going to have Citrix. That's another one that could be under pressure. You see it down this morning. It's hard to pick out this one, the way I would like to. I'm just going to say that its best bet is much, much lower. Around 65.05, you'll have the 50-day moving average on a daily. There would be some support. I like the 63.55 level if it got down there. And I know it's still a long ways off, but these cloud stocks can really move in a big way when they get going. So my only level for this one would be 63.55. I like that level for a bounce. Let's take a look at some of the other ones. CRM, which is Salesforce. This one is trading at 175.57. This one gets to around 159.25, 159.50. I like that there. And I'm just giving you extreme levels that are quick. Riverbed. Let's take a look at that one. That's down to $20. I like 18 and a quarter. Maybe it's 18.30 in that vicinity. That's one. F5. Let's take a look at that. That's trading at 104.30. Again, there's going to be some other levels in between. I'm just giving you the extreme levels that I'm seeing. If the market did sell off, that would be around 92, $92.85, $93. That would be a real good level there. So, keep these on the radar. I'm just going through some cloud names quickly, just to give you a heads up if they get down there. But the big one today is actually VMware. All right, I think I've pretty much covered everything that I wanted to gap-wise. There are some other stocks gapping down, but I don't see any major movers. These are the bulk of them. At the moment, Apple Computer, or Apple Inc. as it's called now, is trading a little bit higher. So that will help the NASDAQ in the beginning of the session. NASDAQ futures are only down about 3.5 points at the moment. So we'll see exactly how this thing trades out. Again, watch the dollar lower. That will help oil. That will help gold. Stronger dollar will obviously take oil and gold back down. You see the futures starting to recover a little bit. And again, it's just a weaker dollar out there. So we'll see how this thing plays out. In any case, have a great trading day, everyone, and I'll see you on the charts tomorrow. Take care, everyone.